What if the most powerful man on earth decided that conquest was a mistake? What if an emperor ruled not by expanding borders, but by building walls? Hadrian commanded nearly 1/4 of the world's population. He had absolute power over armies, cities, laws, and lives. And yet he chose restraint over glory, architecture over conquest, culture over chaos. In this video, you'll discover why Hadrian abandoned Rome's dream of endless expansion. How one man reshaped the empire not with swords, but with stone. Why his reign marked both Rome's greatest stability and the beginning of its long decline. And how Hadrian became the most complex emperor Rome ever produced. This is not the story of a conqueror. This is the story of an emperor who tried to stop time. When Hadrian became emperor in 117 AD, Rome stood at its maximum extent. His predecessor, Trajan, had done the unthinkable, conquered Dacia, crushed Parthia, and expanded the empire to its largest borders ever. Rome ruled from Britain to Mesopotamia, but the empire was overstretched. Armies were exhausted, borders were unstable, rebellions simmered everywhere. Most emperors would have chased more victories. Hadrian did the opposite. He pulled back. Hadrian was not born to rule. He came from Hispania, far from Rome's aristocratic heart. He was educated, curious, deeply Hellenized. He spoke Greek fluently. He admired philosophy more than warfare. He loved architecture, poetry, mathematics. Many Roman elites distrusted him. To them, Hadrian was too Greek, too intellectual, too different. But Trajan named him successor, and overnight, the fate of the empire changed. Unlike most emperors, Hadrian did not rule from Rome. He traveled, more than any emperor before or after him. He visited Britain, Gaul, Germania, Greece, Asia Minor, Egypt, and Judea. He inspected legions personally. He spoke to soldiers, governors, and architects. Hadrian didn't want reports. He wanted reality. This constant movement gave him something rare, a complete understanding of the empire as a living organism. In Britain, Hadrian made his most famous decision. Instead of conquering Caledonia, modern Scotland, he ordered the construction of a wall. Hadrian's wall stretched over 117 kilometers. It was not just a military barrier. It was a customs border, a psychological line, a statement. Rome would defend what it had, not endlessly expand. For the first time in Roman history, an emperor defined limits. If you're still watching, you're witnessing a radical idea. An empire powerful enough to conquer the world, choosing not to. If you enjoy deep cinematic history that goes beyond dates and battles, subscribe to 5 Minutes of Culture. Because the second half of Hadrian's story is darker, more personal, and far more tragic. Hadrian believed stone could outlast armies. He personally designed buildings. His greatest legacy still stands today. The Pantheon. With its massive concrete dome, perfect proportions, and central oculus open to the sky, it remains one of the most extraordinary architectural achievements in human history. No steel, no modern tools, just geometry and vision. Hadrian didn't just rule Rome. He reshaped how Rome looked forever. Hadrian adored Greek culture. He restored Athens, built temples, revived philosophical schools. Many Romans were uneasy. Rome had conquered Greece centuries earlier, yet now its emperor was culturally Greek. Hadrian was neither fully Roman nor fully Greek. He was something new. A ruler of a multicultural empire trying to unify differences through culture, not force. Then came Antice, a young Greek companion, a presence that followed Hadrian everywhere. In 130 AD, Antice drowned in the Nile. The circumstances remain unclear. Accident? Ritual sacrifice? Political intrigue? Hadrian was devastated. In his grief, he did something unprecedented. He deified Antinos. Temples were built. Statues spread across the empire. A cult was born. This was deeply controversial. For the first time, Rome saw the emperor's personal emotions shape imperial policy. Hadrian's greatest failure came in Judea. Attempting to fully Romanize the region, He banned circumcision and planned a Roman city over Jerusalem. The result was catastrophic. The Bar Kokhba Revolt, 136 AD. Rome crushed the rebellion brutally. Hundreds of thousands died. Judea was devastated. Jerusalem was erased and rebuilt as a pagan city. This was the dark side of Hadrian's vision. Unity had limits. In his final years, Hadrian grew ill. Chronic pain, depression, paranoia. He executed several senators, alienated allies. The architect of stability became isolated. In 138 AD, Hadrian died. His final poem survives intimate, fragile, human. The emperor who ruled the world feared death like any man. Hadrian did not give Rome glory. He gave it time. His reign marked the height of Roman organization, the peak of imperial stability, and the moment expansion ended. After Hadrian, Rome would defend, not grow. Some call him the empire's savior. Others, the man who froze Rome in place. But one thing is certain. Hadrian understood something few rulers ever do. That power without limits destroys itself. Hadrian ruled the greatest empire on earth and chose restraint. He built walls instead of monuments to ego, cities instead of battlefields, ideas instead of myths. And in doing so, he revealed the true cost of power. If this story changed how you see Rome, subscribe to 5 Minutes of Culture, because next time we'll explore another figure who stood at the edge of civilization and made a choice history would never forget.